What's going on, guys? Bacon here, and today I'm going to show you how to score goals in NHL 18. Today we're going to start off with the absolute best way to score goals in this game. We're going back to NHL 16. It's going to be the year of the 1T. Once again, once I got this figured out what I was doing wrong, it's been absolute cheese. If you're having a problem with that 1T, if you're not letting it go, watch my video, links in the description. But here's a tip right off the bat, especially in Hockey Ultimate Team. You want to set up your wingers to be on their off wings. So you can see Pasternak is a right-handed shot. Even though he's a right winger, I'm putting him on the left-hand side to be ready for that 1T. Kucherov's a lefty. Johnny Hockey, same thing. Left-handed shots, they go on the right-hand side. You can see Marner, he's a righty. You want to have your wingers on their off wings ready for that 1T. And I'm telling you, you can almost fire it from anywhere. It seems like even further out this year, you can let them go and it's going to be sniping. You can crash the net, you can throw it back door. I've found that it doesn't matter where your guys are. You can just fire. If they're ready for that 1T, it's worth a shot. Now, if your player's not on his off wing, as you can see, the shot's going to be way less powerful. But if he's that wide open, it still might go in. It's worth it. Now, you're wondering, D-to-D one-timers, that was my bread and butter last year. It's still there a little bit, even more than I expected originally. Not quite as much as last year, but it's still an option. If your defense are wide open, you might as well use it. The one-timers are absolute cheese this year. You want to be forcing it as much as possible. I'm telling you, best way to score in this game. And that's the way I think it should be. Now, I want to get to the second best way to score in this game. Now, this is going to seem pretty basic. I'm sure it is. But anything from the slot. I'm telling you, you can do slappers. You can do a little snapshot like that. You can do a full-out wrister. But if you're cutting across the slot like that, I want you to shoot back the side that you came from. You see me cut across there? Sniper back the side that you came from. The goalie's going to bite. He's going to come across the crease with you. And then just fire it back the side you came from. And I'm sniping a lot of goals this way. Absolutely anything from the slot. If somebody's going to give you room trying to take away that short side wrister, yeah, you're going to be sniping this year. Shoot far side, you're going to get it. Just because I put the far side slot shot ahead of the short side wrister doesn't mean it's not there this year. If they do give you room, if they do give you time, and they're just going to give you that spot to let it rip with the short side, yeah, you got to take it. But I just found that after years and years of this being a goal in this game, people are starting to step up in that area and not giving you that shot as well, opening up the slot a little bit just like that. You want to take that short side wrister anytime you can, anytime it's there. Watch my opponent right here. Watch me. I try to go down and block him here. He waits me out and he lets her go just above the hash marks. That's kind of the area you want to let it go. Right above the hash marks, maybe just before or just after the hash marks, anywhere in that zone, and you're going to be sniping short side. Soon as that goalie starts to slide over, watch, just starts to slide over, lets it go. He backs up too far. On defense, you're going to want to step up a little bit this year. Otherwise, you're going to get lit. Now, I always separate these two, and I'm not sure why, because they're a very similar goal, but we're going with the short side slapper. And the thing about the short side slapper is you can let her go from further out. You can see I like to let it go just in that upper quarter of that circle. Look, right about there. I can let her go from further out. Even if somebody's kind of crowding your short side wrister, you can let go of slapper from a little further out. Now, you should never drop down on defense like that. All you're doing is screening your goalie. Now, I've dropped breakaways down in the list this year, but anytime you get 1-on-0 with the goalie, you want to be scoring, and that backhand, backhand, or forehand, backhand, forehand, they are back in the game this year. I've slowed her down in slow-mo. Now, I prefer to be coming off the boards, A, because I practice it the most, B, because that's probably the best chance you're going to get. Much more rarely do you get the straight-on breakaway, but it does happen every now and again. But anytime you're 1-on-0 with the goalie, you want to pull that little forehand, backhand, and roof it. Make sure you try to get that upstairs. It's still working in this game. The goalie still will bite. Every now and again, you're going to get absolutely robbed though, but check this out. He's going to bite forehand, backhand, forehand, and the goalie is down and out in the corner. It's worth going into practice mode and getting this down pat. It's an absolute game changer. And if your opponent's going to let you walk right across front of the net, just hold on to it till you get just past the goalie and then let her rip upstairs. Anytime you get in this close, try to get it upstairs, get it over the pad. Sometimes the goalie will rob you otherwise. As you can see, I let go of the puck just at the edge of the crease there. Now, if you're coming out from behind the net, all you want to do is make sure you're just around the goalie, pull the puck back a little bit, and then roof it once again. Make sure you pull that puck back a little bit so the goalie bites, then roof it. You'll notice I didn't mention any of the new deeks in NHL 18, and that's simply because I just don't think that's your best way to score. Anyways, the next goal in this game is the offensive zone faceoff. You want to do that push draw, and you want to come across and short side wrister. It's still there. It's still in the game. The goalie still will bite a little bit. It's not working every time, but if he's going to give you that push draw, you're going to want to do it. In the defensive zone, you want to do the counter to the push, which is the forehand win. The forehand clean draw, right? Forehand, pull it back. That's the counter to the push. Anyways, the other way you can score, if you're not scoring that short side wrister, is use the best way to score in this game. That one-timer. I told you can kind of score from anywhere with the 1T, as long as he's ready for it. Marchand is letting that go. Your AI is going to back right up for you, and boom, that's absolute bullet. Now, I left these last two goals to the very end of the video for a reason, and that's because there's an element of luck to them. I don't know when this rebound, where this rebound, or how this rebound is going to come off the goalie's pads, but when it does, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to score. But I want to show you a couple examples where it just doesn't work out the way I planned it, right? I'm throwing it here and the goalie makes a great big save because I'm firing that puck low. Now here's the other one. It just doesn't bounce out quite right. I just don't know where it's going to bounce, how it's going to bounce. It's just not fully consistent, and that's why I'm not putting this higher on the list. But definitely, if you have no other options, throw it low on the pads, far side, you might get that rebound goal. Here it is. Fire that puck low on the pads, let your winger pick it up and just tuck it in. The last way to score in NHL 18 also has a massive element of luck, and it's the tip-ins. Now, the tip-ins this year, they have had a change from past years. It looks like the tips seem to slow the puck way down, but the thing is, the goalies seem to get lost completely. So the tip-ins are still going in. The only problem with the tip-in is you don't really control it at all. You need the computer to initiate the tip in. I don't push a button to do it. I don't do anything to do it other than let the puck go. So I'm doing a normal D2D one-timer. I'm just getting lucky, essentially. The tip-ins are there, though. If you can get a tip on, you got a chance at a goal. Anyways, guys, those are the best ways to score in NHL 18. And now you can always get lucky, just like Phil Kessel right here with the headbutt goal. But if you're not getting lucky as Phil is here, I'd be forcing those one-timers. I'd be going for those slot shots, and then I'd be shooting those short side wristers. Those are the top 3 ways to score in this game, in my opinion, and I think it's going to help you guys out. If it does, and if you appreciate these tips videos, please go ahead and hit that like button for me. It really helps me out, and I'll be bringing more NHL 18 tips for you guys. Hopefully you guys like this video. We'll see you guys soon.